Is typical traits of a leader. But this afternoon, I want you guys to see a leader not leading the battalion in front, but the leader who stepped backward, nasa likod siya. Pero, yung strength niya, ginagamit niya to lift the people up. So that's the leader who's serving the people, who's bleeding enough because he's carrying the baggage of his team, of his people. So that's the leader that we will explore this afternoon. So it's something that very powerful and humbling as well. So let's continue. Ang question kasi is, who is the leader? Parang related ba? Parang is it something, is the talk about leadership talking about you? Baka yun yung tanong mo, di ba? So parang, hindi naman ako leader, I'm too shy. Or I'm the people working behind the scene. So, define muna natin kung ano yung tinatawag na leader. Actually, dito pala dapat. So, who is the leader? So, the leader, brothers and sisters, this may be shocking, pero for sure, you know within you that the leader is you. Walang na-shock si Mimi. The leader is you. So, paano ka naging leader? My question is, are you serving someone today? At least one person. Wala. May sinaserve po ba kayong person? Yes, di ba? Yes. Do you love someone? Yes! Mas malakas talaga yung sagot pag love eh. No? So do you love someone? Okay. So if you love the person, do you serve the person?
Yes!
Okay. Nagsiserve ka ba in spite of pain?
Yes!
Maraming nasasaktan. Do you continue to serve the people that you love even though nagkakasala na siya sa'yo?
Yes!
Okay, may yes pa rin, may yes. Do you forgive the person?
Yes!
Okay, do you extend extra understanding, extra love, extra rice? Pero, are you getting me guys? Are you getting me, diba? So when you love someone, definitely you're serving someone. And when you're serving someone, you're a leader. You get the connection, right? So, we define leader. Bakit ba ito matawa sa likod? We define leader as someone who's serving, who's a servant. And that's you. So, agree ba tayo lahat that each of us in the room is a leader?
Yes!
Okay, so we're clear. You are a leader. So, true leader is a servant. Madali kasi maging leader na maingay ka lang, because you have the capacity. Pero the true leader is someone who can humble himself and serve the people in spite of pain. Okay? So true leader is a servant. And leaders need to lose in order to serve. Okay, ulitin natin. Leaders need to lose in order to serve. So bakit kailangan mong matalo? Bakit kailangan mong matalo in order for you to serve? Because, kung hindi ka natatalo, hindi ka na-humble. Tama? Hindi na di-develop yung character mo as a person. That's why you're losing. That's why you're in pain. That's why whenever you serve, you put so much emotion. Tama? You put so much emotion, and the people you're serving is someone close to your heart. That's why it's painful. Anyway, you will still continue to serve. Right? You will still continue to serve. And those pain, we define that pain as your losses. Kasi parang you're denying what's within you, right? Parang for example, kung hindi ka naman before, nung nag-start kayo, sige, pag-usapan natin sa relationship.
Yeah, gusto namin yun.
Isip ko lang, dami nyo. Okay, di ba sa relationship pagbago, malambing, diba? Malambing, nagbabigaw, happy lang. Pero sabi nila, after 2 years, wala na daw yun. O yun pala, ano lang po, statistic, some relationship.
6 months lang daw.
Ang daming nag-react na married couple. Anyway. So, yun nga. So, for example, di ba, nawawala na yung lambing, nawawala na yung
Idol yun ah.
Okay, hindi na lang nawawala yung lambing. Iba natin yung topic. Hindi, pero what I'm trying to say, brothers and sisters, is that pag dumating yung time na meron kayong misunderstanding, with the people that matters to you, you will learn. Eventually, you will learn to understand and to extend. And learning that, kasi hindi ka naman yun, di ba? Pero dahil nga mahal mo, you're changing. You're changing for the better. You're changing for the better. That's why, leaders need to lose in order to serve. Okay? So, meron tayong 3 types of losing. Can we all read this? Lose some battle, lose within yourself, lose with consent. Okay, so i-divide natin isa-isa. Okay. So, let's go first with lose some battle. The greatest leaders are those who experienced tremendous losses but were able to learn from it and come back stronger than he was. Do you agree with this?
Yes.
Right. So we all know, parang one thing that is very common to all leaders is that they all experience loss upon loss upon loss upon loss. Pero yun yung mga losses that made them to become the greatest leaders. Alright? So, sabi nga natin, di ba, whenever we lost, we don't actually lose.
Hindi siya
We actually learn.
Parang
To learn. In life, you never lost. In life, you only learn. You only learn. So, those losses are learning opportunity for us to become a better person than we were before. Amen?
Amen.
So God uses the losses to develop your character. Di ba sabi nga nila, no pain,
No gain.
no gain. So, nabasa akong book kay John Maxwell. It says, it's a leadership book. It's entitled Fail Forward. Ang concept nun, you have to fail as fast as you can and as many as you can. Kaya niyo ba yun? Parang hindi ito masokista. The main thought behind that fail forward is that you wanted to expedite your leadership capacity. That's why you're not a masochist, but you're after with the learnings. Because what you believe is that whenever you lose, you're learning. And when you're learning, you're improving. And when you're improving, you're winning. Tama? So that's the mindset. So napakagandang book nun. So it's fail forward. That's why, brothers and sisters, if you're in pain right now, or if you're leading or serving someone, you have to be excited whenever you encounter misunderstanding or conflict within, whether it's a relationship or at work, because sinasabi sa'yo ni Lord, anak, I have the opportunity for you to become better. So, dapat yun yung iniisip natin whenever we face some problems. Di ba, it's a matter of mindset. Sometimes problems is not really big, but when you think about it and you believe that it's big, then it turns out to become, bigger than you, and it eats you up. So this time, whenever you encounter problem or pain, natingin mo hindi ka rin naiintindihan. So it's not that you're disregarding the emotion, but you're shifting your mindset that this pain that you're going through right now will make you become better. So this time, siguro when we encounter problem, are we excited pa? Mas excited na ba tayo when you encounter problem?
Yes.
Nako, mahina, parang ayaw. Hindi. So siguro, the talk is just reminding us to be more, to look on a positive perspective. Mahirap kasi talaga yun. That's why it's painful, diba? Mahirap talaga siya. But, it's possible. Alright? So, losing some battle will make you a better servant because it will humble you. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina that whenever we lose some battle, upon serving other people or towards people, it will humble us. And it's very important because, those humbling experience will make you a compassionate person towards other people. You see, each and every one of us has different personalities and characters. So, pag pinagsama mo siya sa isang kwarto, magulo yun. Magulo siya. But, when you have the perspective that you're serving, and when you serve, you will understand more. So you're gonna dig a little deeper. Probably you will die within yourself because you wanted to become a better person toward, those people that you're serving. So, next is, actually there's a Bible verse. So, can we all read this? For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So, ito yung losing, right? Losing some battle. So, losing some battle, in connection to this verse, we connect it as an opportunity to make us humble. Kasi pag all winning ka lang, you don't have the comparison. Hindi kasi pwedeng you just win and win and win and win. Definitely there will be some loss. Definitely you will encounter, a battle where you will just, lose. And that's okay. That's okay. Because again, it will make you humble, and those who humble themselves will be exalted by the Lord. So next is lose within yourself. Can you all read this? Lose within yourself.
Remove the label that put within you.
Okay. Remove the label that you put within you. Leaders are open to lose in order to gain. So medyo conflicting, diba? So let me explain. So when we say lose within yourself, so this is more of like, do you believe that as a person, you have your own self-limiting beliefs within you? Meron ka bang mga self-labeled na hindi kasi ako ganyan eh. Hindi ako ganito. I'm not like that. I'm not like this. So you have that label that you put within yourself. So when we say about lose within yourself, meaning to say, whatever your identity, let's say in connection, in service, in washing up the feet, right? So parang whatever you define yourself as what, and you believe that that's you are already, you will lose that. You will remove that. And you will allow Jesus to actually find you and bring a new life into you. Okay, ulitin ko ah. So, this is you now. This is you now. And you have self-label that, let's say, I'm not someone who can extend more understanding or patience toward someone who did wrong to me. So I don't want to serve these people or this person. So yun yung paniniwalaan mo. Wala naman akong ginawang mali. I don't do anything wrong. So why do I need to say sorry? May mga ganun ba tayo na iniisip, diba? So if that's yourself at the moment, what God is telling you is that you deny that self because it's not you. It does not belong to me. It does not belong to Jesus. What Jesus is trying to say is that, son, daughter, even though you don't cause the pain to that person, you will say sorry. Sakit, di ba? It's so painful because we're all selective listener. And I myself is guilty to that. But, nag-iibig sa likod. So, thank you Lord, may nakaka-relate. Anyway, so, are you with me? It's painful, right? But the calling is, you have to embrace the pain. Because leaders are servants. And when you're serving, again, going back, you expect to be in pain. You expect to encounter losses. And you have to lose within yourself. I'm still learning myself. I believe each and every one of us are all learning to do this. And God would be very much happy if one day, you just tell to Him, Jesus, let me lose myself so that you can find me and make me better. Pwede nga yung prayer mo. Jesus, I just want to lose within myself so that you can find me and you can start a new life with me. A new life where everything is just coming from you and not from the evil. So be excited because we're all we're all in the same page. We're all on the same page. Probably magkakaiba lang yan ng facing or ng bilis, but the destination again, since you make time today, to hear His word, definitely we're on the right track. So be excited. So it's a matter of perspective. And then next is, yun pala, pride goes before destruction. So connect lang natin lose within yourself. Kasi majority of the time, kaya ayaw mong baguhin kasi mahirap sabihin sa akin to kasi I have this. So, pride lang kasi siya. Fried chicken, hindi. Pride lang siya. Ang seryoso nyo kasi. Pride, goes before destruction. So, yun nga, I myself is guilty with this pride. And when we say about losing yourself for Jesus, if pride is very present within you, then it's, that the changing will actually becomes slower. Syempre, ayaw nating maligaw, di ba? So, we're on the right track. We believe that we're on the right track going to Jesus. But, the delay, kung gusto mong maging mabagal dyan, then pride will eat you up. And if the pride, again, it's in the Bible, pride goes before destruction. You don't want to wait, to allow Jesus to transform you. Now, it's too late already. It's too late already, and you're already distracted before He can do His work within you. Life should be, it's so beautiful. It's so short, and it should be celebrated well. Pero if you dwell with so much emotion that is negative and that does not belong to you,